Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its... Global fan base. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Reeves up top. Young from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. These teams like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And Fox has got the ball here for the Heat. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Durant. No good. A bit long that time. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie.
Oh! Wow!
And reaching deep into the bag. Durant finishes with a flourish, and he's got the sauce.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Banchero right side. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, he's an incredible offensive rebounder. Capella just works so hard to get ideal positioning when the shot goes up.
Here's Reeves. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
Fox outside. And it's blocked by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
Pass to Durant. Back to Young. Durant with it. Hunter covering. 5 to shoot. Capella with the defensive effort.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Here's Banchero to the middle. Another shot. Fox for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Outside Durant. Over Fox. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
The shot's good.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Outside Durant. Takes a 3. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
So for Miami, Heat trailed by 6. Outside Curry. Batum outside. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And so Durant will bring it up for Charlotte. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
As great a scorer as KD is, he's always been willing to make that extra pass. Nice look from him.
Here's Curry. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Here's Curry. Half to the basket by Charlotte. Trent outside. Back to Curry. Batum outside. Curry looking it over. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Now in the game, number 9.
Charlotte leading by 6. Outside Durant. Pass to Young. Inside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Charlotte shooting their first foul shot of the night. Free throw, no good for Durant. Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Banchero. Miami, no good that time either. Pulls up for 3. Dunn's shot is good. Dunn's got 5 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
They get it back. Jackson Davis with the bucket.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
It's Durant with a drive. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Charlotte on top. They lead by 11. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. And a deep three from Curry. No good on the quick three. Charlotte leading by 11. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Pass to Banchero. Fires at the elbow. And the call over the back.
Sometimes it's just better to give up the rebound instead of fighting through the guy.
Yeah, that's a careless foul. Look, you like that he's being aggressive, but you also have to be disciplined.
Kessler up top. Back to Durant. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The open shot by Reeves. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Reeves has got 6 points.
And passing is something Durant has really worked on. And you see the results with the sweet dime right there.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Ooh, Durant with a steal. Here's the break. And Durant with the big finish.
Can you say all the way? Durant is just putting on a show. It's a clinic. He just exploded off that steal.
And it's Fox missing. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Hornets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. High post Kessler. Back to Durant. Pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Fox. Still without a bucket. Shot clock at 6. Here he goes. Uses the glass on the layup. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Heat trail by 19. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Fox. Here's post. Three-pointer. Kessler with a rebound. Young looking over the floor. Durant, no good. So it's Miami now. Hunter on the wing. Fox with the ball. Knocked away. Out to the right wing. Here's Batum. No good on the triple. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 10-2 run here. And Durant with the big finish.
Just terrific hustle from Durant, outpacing the defense and finishing the fast break strong.
Post. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Substitution on the court.
Fox outside. Pass to post. The three is up. And again, Miami with a triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's McCain. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Beautiful move there from Fox. His speed and handles are a lethal combination.
That'll be 8 seconds.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Well, despite that turnover, they've done a decent job taking care of the ball, and they'll need to continue that if they want to hold on to this lead.
Pass to post. Back to Fox. Fox on the take. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Third team foul.
15 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Kleber outside. Pass to Little. Here's McCain. Got it off in time. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Hornets. He gave his all to help his team in that quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
30 seconds.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Banchero. Durant pulls it in. Charlotte leading by 13. Young with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Left side, Reeves. Outside, Young. The three. The kick to Durant. Durant draws the double. Here's Clark. 4 on the clock. Oh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
Yeah, and one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Banchero the screen. Trent on the wing. Banchero surveys. Looking to get back on track. Bump and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Young from long range. Drops in the three.
3-pointer.
Young's got 8 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, they'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in. That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. And Donte DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Young from long range.
And this half has been a totally different story from deep, having a harder time getting shots to fall.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that. And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can. And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Banchero outside. No good from outside.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Kessler. From deep. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And out of bounds, Charlotte will have it.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Now here's Reeves. Give him 8. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense is all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Pass to Batum. Trent outside. Now here's Curry. 6 to shoot. Down low. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's McCain. Pass to Dunn. And here's Kleba. Pass break Miami. Up the floor. Batum gets the bucket.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Out to Kleba. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Assisted by
And Fox has got the ball here for Miami. It's a 14-point game.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And both free throws good for Fox.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Dunn. And he makes it on the layup. Dunn's got 7.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Fox. On the take. And it's Fox with the jam.
Showing off the major hops. Wow! Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Here's McCain. Here's Kleba. Off target from the baseline. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the wing on the left. Here's Post. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Charlotte leading by 12. Pass to Dunn. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Fox. Out to the wing. Here's Post. Offline with a 3. And so it's Charlotte, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint?
The visiting team, 52.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
The three from Curry. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Young misses.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Tenacious stuff there from Fox. It takes guts to sink a shot while being fouled.
Charlotte leading by 11. That's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. The three ball. He drops it from range.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
To the inside. Durant owning the inside.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
It's Fox with a drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
Woo, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And the basket by Clark.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Fox goes in. Pass to post. Bay outside. And stolen by Clark. Jumps up. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, Fox with a steal. For the finish. And it's Fox with the jam.
And once Fox collects the steal, he's locked in on scoring. And with that trademark speed, he's going to make something happen.
Timeout called, Hornets. To hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Charlotte's head coach was going over with his guys. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Clark, no good. Heat trail by 9. Here's Capella. Ooh, what a play. Just palms the block. Here's Durant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
To the middle. And finished off by Kessler.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Fox with the ball. Picked up by Reeves. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
Shot clock at 5. Miami, no good that time either.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Heat trailed by 12.
Team foul.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth. Fox for 3. Again, the Heat misses. And Young has got the ball here for Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And here's Fox. Pass to Capella. Banchero outside. They set the pick. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Outside Young. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Hornets.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
Now Fox. So it's Charlotte winning this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that about wraps it up. Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's Fox. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Clark. Three-pointer. And it's Miami with a rebound. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
DiVincenzo can't hit. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero. And it's Miami's ball. And again, no good by Miami. And here's Young. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. From deep, Reeves. Charlotte, no good that time either. Here's Fox. To the wing, right side. And here's Hunter from the arc. That shot off the mark.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
Banchero comes with a double team. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Fantastic look from Durant. Such an underrated playmaker.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Fox. From behind the arc. Clark grabs the board.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Count it. Good.
Such a difficult defensive matchup as KD is impossible to guard around the basket.
Now here's Capella. Fox left side. Over Clark. Here's Capella. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the Heat with some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Young. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
In for the Heat, number 30, Seth.
Outside Young. Kessler down low. And he lobs it up top.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Here's Durant. Rebound Miami. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And the basket by Trent.
And we know how much Trent Jr. loves to shoot it from deep.
Here's Young. Inside. Tipped. And here we go. The Heat fast break. Fires the 3. Durant pulls it in. Young with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
One of the things you got to admire about Kevin Durant is his ability just to continue to focus on playing basketball. This guy is a true hooper.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to post. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Young with it. Now guarded by Curry. Young can't hit. Now here's Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Post. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Durant. And miss after miss right now.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Pass to post. And Erik Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Heat making a switch here. The home team on D. Trailing by 2. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Kessler. One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass, Brent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, BA, since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding. And, of course, that was a little bit different offensive system. But he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
Here's Jovic. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Heat. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Here's McCain. Driving to the basket. Hunter with the rebound.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
Good awareness from Banchero. Sees the steal and gets out in transition.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to McCain. 5 to shoot. Kleber outside. Launches it. Capella with a rebound. Now Banchero. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Dunn. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Heat up 8. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
14.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Shot is good by Reeves. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, BA. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, that sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And here's Reeves outside. And Charlotte, another three.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's post. That one's good from the corner. And the Heat lead by 1. Here's Durant on the take. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Durant almost 7 feet. It's just hard to believe watching how well he moves.
Pass to post. Bay outside. Here's Fox. A ferocious throwdown by Fox.
Oh, that gets everybody fired up. The point guard, De'Aaron Fox, up on the rim.
Young from long range gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Post from the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Fox. Post has got 5 points in the quarter.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Fox. Kevin Durant pulls it in. On the wing, Reeves. Right side, Durant. Pass to Clark. From deep. Outside Reeves. For 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Bay outside. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Chalk up 2 there. Durant's got 6 points.
Yeah, sometimes nothing to do with Durant. His size lets him defeat the inside contact.
On the wing, Reeves. The 3. And Charlotte, another 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Charlotte.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Ooh, ripped away. Batum with it. Durant covering. Fox outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Substitution for Miami. Clint Capella.
Charlotte leading by 4. And here's Durant. He's got 6. A strong finish from KD inside.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
And it's Miami's ball. Pass to Trent. Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Trent. Here is DiVincenzo. He's covered by Reeves. To the inside. Clock is at 3. And it's blocked by Kessler. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
A lot of years behind Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he's still not going to get up.
Stolen by Young. Here we go. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Banchero right side. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Banchero's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Here's Durant. Deflected. Heat trail by 6. Pass to Banchero. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Outside Hunter. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Charlotte finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul. Outside Durant. To the middle. Here's Young. Inside. It's Trae Young.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper and getting that ball close in.
Here's Banchero. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
Ball goes to Miami.
A 3 from the inbound. That shot, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The kick out to Young. Young with the signature tray.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Here's Banchero. Bumped and finishes. Great stuff from Banchero.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Banchero outside. Outside Curry. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Trent. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. Banchero from close range.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Now Durant. Capella with a rebound. Heat trail by 14. To the paint. Here's Curry. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Yeah, good pass from Trent Jr. When someone is uncovered on his team, he'll be sure to find them.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
They set the screen. Back to Curry. Down low. The kick to Hunter. Banchero outside. Shoots over Durant. Banchero no good. Charlotte leading by 12. He's got a clear path. Clark in the post. The kick to Durant. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Well, Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Nice game. Great performance by Austin Reeves.
With the way he's cooking, they have to find a way to run him off his spot more.
big group substitution here for Miami. On the wing, Reeves jacks up a three, nails it from three. Reeves has got 21 points in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
To the middle. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler.
Miami ball.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. The confidence that Fox has shown in his shot has skyrocketed the last few years, Brent.
Yeah, the combination, BA, sometimes of you working on your three to gain confidence, but the coaching staff also telling you, go ahead and shoot that shot. I think those things have played out for De'Aaron Fox. Look, he can be streaky, but the fact that he's willing to take it is elevating his play.
Pass to Batum. Wide open look. He squares up and sinks it. Batum's got 5.
Batum with no hesitation that time. Coach is encouraging him to shoot that one.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. At one point, they led by 16. Back to Durant. Durant draws the double. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Clark. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Here's Fox. Pass to post. Outside. DiVincenzo. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Charlotte leading by 12. Now Kessler. The kick to Durant. Back to Kessler. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 1:11 left in the third quarter.
Hornets foul. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
To the inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Dunn. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Counted from distance. He has 6.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Inside. Here's Banchero. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Banchero's got 13.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Fox. Always attacking Fox.
That's a nice floater. I mean, a la Mike Conley. If De'Aaron Fox can establish that float game, tough to stop.
To the left wing. Here's McCain. He's scoreless. Back to Dunn. And so it's Charlotte. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection right now.
42.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Heat trail by 11. Pass to post. Now Fox. Down low. Crafty move. Here's Post. Second chance effort. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Clark outside. Here's Kessler. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Fox. And it's good for 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Charlotte leading by 11. Pass to Kessler. From downtown. Rebound Miami. Fox with the ball. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Durant surveying the D.